Hey everybody, welcome back to the Mastering Marketing Agility channel. My name is Andrea Fryrear and I am here to help you go beyond the buzzword, beyond the basics, and beyond the BS so that you can actually master marketing agility. Today I'm going to be quick and to the point because we got 3 things that came out of AgileSherpas' State of Agile Marketing report this year that will show you 1, 2, 3 top things you need to do to make your Agile marketing transformation a success. So these 3 things are, number 1, consistent practices across teams, 2, good, solid, custom training path, and 3, Agile tools that actually support you in your efforts to go Agile. So let's walk through each of these 3 things in more detail so that you can understand exactly what you need to know. And these are great data points because they came from actual Agile marketers. So people who have already gone through their journey and come out the other side are now telling us what helped them get there. So I love this data and I'm super excited to tell you exactly what we're seeing inside of these responses. All right, so the number 1 thing was consistent practices across teams. Now, what we've seen from the teams that we've worked with, the groups that have multiple teams that need to work in collaboration together, is that there's a balance to be struck here. So consistency is awesome, right? Everybody visualizes work the same way on a digital tool or on a physical board, whatever it might be. There's good standards for what that looks like. We all have daily stand-up around the same time. We're all committed to retrospectives, those kinds of things. But there's usually like an 80-20 rule here. So 80% of your practices should be very consistent and stable across teams, while another 20% can be a little more flexible, right? Each team can do some adjustment, right? In the last video, we talked about the need for hybrid frameworks inside of marketing. This is a variation on that, right? Each team's going to need to create their own hybrid based on how they work, right? We can think about a PR team or a creative services team. They're very reactive and kind of churn and burn, get through a lot of work. They tend to look more like a Kanban style team. Whereas a project-based team or a team that's going to align closely with software development or product development may want to keep sprints or iterations going so they align with those other teams. We can have that variation at the team level as long as we have that 80% baseline of consistent practices. And this is the top number 1 thing that Agile marketers are telling us helps them in their adoption efforts. Number 2, lots of references to good training paths, right? And this can look however you need it to look, but understanding what kinds of education your marketing folks need and giving it to them in the style that's most relevant. This might be pre-recorded webinars that they can access on demand. This might be an actual training for them as a unit, as a team. And that goes for individual contributors, that goes for leadership, but there's so many options out there now. You can really tailor your training to be whatever you need it to be. You can start with some self-directed stuff, buy them all a copy of my book. Really, no, you can buy them whatever book you want. Mastering Marketing Agility is my book. Hacking Marketing is Scott Brinker's book, also amazing. I'll put a whole bunch more in the video notes here because there's tons. If people are into books, buy them books and let them read that. There are webinars practically every week now that you can send them to. And there's training. There's an Agile Marketing certification. There's leadership certifications. There's business agility foundations. Find the thing that you need and go and get it, right? There's no excuse these days not to effectively train people on how to use Agile inside of marketing. Lastly is the tools thing. I'm not going to tell you exactly what tool to go buy. I can't. I'm sorry. I'd like to be able to, but the tooling thing is so specific to each group. You might be mandated to use what's already inside your software or product development organization, and then you have to use that, right? Or you might be able to go and shop around, but whatever you do, make sure the tool you choose is an Agile tool, right? Something that's actually designed to support agility. I've had multiple clients who have been locked into a traditional project management tool, and when they try to make it work inside of Agile, it's painful. It's not pleasant. So if you can go to an actual Agile tool, that's really going to save you a lot of pain and frustration. So think carefully about what you need. Sometimes the tool waits, right? Don't jump straight to the tool and assume it's going to solve your problems, right? It's an Agile value, individuals and interactions over processes and tools. We can get the individuals and interactions piece right before we start to worry about the tools thing, right? So yes, it's important, but we can solve for consistency, we can solve for training, and then move into the tooling discussion. So there you have it. Top 3 things to support you as you transition to true marketing agility, consistent practices across teams, tailored, relevant training path, and good Agile tools to support the process. If you have more questions about any of those, I am always happy to chat through things. I am Andrea at AgileSherpas. Would love to talk through anything that you have questions about. Thanks for being here. Good luck on your Agile journeys, and remember to keep climbing.